Introduced in 1962, it's one of the most popular creations of the Italian lighting company, Flos.
It's the masterpiece of Flos. It's the historic lamp and is an icon and is something very important.
That stunning, iconic arch is actually born of a practical need to have lighting from above, no matter where you are in a room.
Of course, when you are on a table, the best way to have a light on a table is from the top. That's why almost every table in the world where you work, even the pool tables or dining table, they have a suspension bringing you, diffusing you the light down.
The Arco lamp is a fine balancing act. The weight of the lamp is countered by a marble stand. The design is simple and timeless.
Very simple. It's a weight, a band arm, and a bulb with a reflector. So it's like the wheel. Who's the guy that invented the wheel? Good question, but he was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was designed by the renowned Castiglioni brothers, both architects who brought their unique sensibility to the world of lighting. They got their inspiration for the Arco lamp from the curved street lamps of the 1960s.
For sure, street lighting, because street lighting is how to bring the light in the middle of the street.
45 years later, the Arco has achieved cult status, and Flos still produces several hundred each year. Starting at the base, the process begins with a huge slab of marble from the famous region of Carrara, Italy. Michelangelo got his marble here too.
So we have a lot of research to find the cave that have a very white marble and have only some little gray line.
The marble is cut into more manageable pieces using wet saws. A constant spray of water cools the heat that's caused by the friction. The beauty of marble is that no two pieces are the same.
It's like a sculpture, each base, because one is different as the other one.
The surfaces are polished with a diamond grit buffer. The groove where the arm will fit is then routed. A brilliant thing about the Arco is that even though it weighs over 65 kilograms, it's designed so that two people can move it using a simple broomstick. Here they drill the hole for that very purpose. Then, all the hard edges and corners are beveled by hand. The curved arm that holds the lampshade, or reflector, is called the canalina.
Canalina is a piece of stainless steel that is in the beginning fold and after that bent.
The three interlocking pieces of the canalina provide a kind of telescopic action that allows you to adjust the dispersion of the light. The aluminum reflector gets stamped into shape on a punch press.
The reflector is stamping in 2 times. The first one stamp from the top to the middle.
The second one pinches the bottom edges inward.
Because if you close in the beginning, you cannot take out the model, so it's not a good solution.
A hole is stamped in the top of each reflector, and then it goes through several washes to remove grease from the punch press operation. This robotic polishing team works in tandem. One robot does the first stage, the other a finer polish. Back in the 1960s, all this polishing was done by hand.
The process improved because of the technology permit us to polish the aluminum reflector in a better way. There is a very big robot that clean it in a fantastic way and polish it in a perfect way.
Then they get sprayed with a clear lacquer.
Just to be sure that the oxidation do not modify the aesthetic polish of the reflector.
On the inside of the reflector, a white matte paint is applied.
You paint it in white inside to have a wonderful distribution of light on your table.
Then it's into an oven to bake at 90 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. The reflectors are then ready to meet their perforated diffusers, which help cool the lamp and diffuse the light. All parts arrive in packing and shipping. If you're lucky enough to be getting one of these, you won't mind that there's some assembly required.
The client receives a box with the very heavy marble base and receive other 2 boxes, one for the kit of the canalina and one for the diffuser. And in 5 minutes you can assemble it in a very simple way in your house.
Timeless and elegant, The Arco remains an enduring symbol that architects and designers still love today.
Arco was such a symbol, and even with such an incredible different way of interpreting a lamp, became an icon, and 40 years later is still in the mind of people and still successfully on the market.